It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome. And today, to all our friends in South Florida, welcome to a late start today.
It was a long day yesterday.
It was.
But it was a great day.
But it was a long day, and we are still feeling the aftermath, the hangover.
The hangover of non-drinking.
I pick hangover. I know we didn't drink, but we had a lot of equipment to move around, a lot of people to move around. But we want to welcome all our friends all over the country that are watching today. And remember, caring is sharing, so if you see something you like, tell your friends. Mm-hmm. That's right. Turn down the game.
Tell your friends and share it out.
And share it out. Have some fun. You've been doing a great job. The numbers have been fantastic. People actually stop me out in the street and they go, "Excuse me, sir. I've seen you somewhere. Where have I seen you?" I go, "Have you seen me on a show that I have?" And they go, No, the post office. Weren't you wanted? Armed robbery or something.
What a day. I got to tell you, we didn't even drink yet. Well, we had a little bit to drink. The food at iPic. We were at iPic Delray yesterday. The new one on Atlantic Avenue, which is on Atlantic Avenue and 4th Avenue. I'm still trying to figure out how avenues run perpendicular in Delray Beach, but I quite haven't figured that out yet. I'm thinking Atlantic Avenue probably has like a number or something, which is totally different than Atlantic Avenue. Just saying. Anyway,
what?
It's on the corner of it.
Atlantic Avenue has a number unlike Atlantic Avenue? What are you just...
can't run perpendicular. Don't avenues run one way and streets run another? How can you have two avenues that intersect?
It's on Federal.
No.
Yes,
it's on 4th Avenue.
Oh, it's on 4th.
And Atlantic Avenue.
Yeah.
So how do they intersect?
They cross each other. You run right into Atlantic. What difference does it make? It's off of Atlantic on 4th. You can't miss the building. Is humongous.
So it's on Atlantic Avenue and 4th Avenue.
Okay.
Anyway, now that you know where it is. It's on Atlantic Avenue and 4th Avenue. It is right on the corner. It's a spectacular building. If you can't find it literally, just look up. I don't know how they created such a magnificent space. In the 18 months it only took to build that iPic Theater.
Took 6 years.
6 years from inception, 18 months of construction, which is phenomenal for that location.
Took 6 years. They got 6 years to get it right.
They have artists. They have food. The food was tremendous. The drinks, the mixologists, tremendous. The Gab Group, thank you so much for bringing us to iPic, and Hamid Hashemi for welcoming us. And oh my gosh, what a lineup we had yesterday. The crew did a spectacular job.
They did. Very nice job.
Nice job. We had so many friends and family in the house. So go on to iPic. If you like the movies, great. If you just want an experience, you should take Tom for his birthday, Z.
Today.
Today, after you leave here, take Tom for his birthday to iPic, because the experience of it, the food, they've got ninja service, so the ninjas come and they whisper, "What can we get for you for food?" And they're very quiet, and they serve you at your seat, so it's dining in the dark. Everything can be finger foods. I'm not quite sure how you eat that lobster roll and the filet sliders finger food, but apparently you can.
You put your finger in the lobster and you eat it.
Pretty much how I eat, but I don't think normal people eat like I do. For me, it was like perfect. I could eat everything with my fingers.
They have the iPic app where you're going to be able to order the food right on your phone. Mm-hmm. So you're sitting in the seat, whatever, and you hit the button on your phone, and you order anything you want, and they bring it.
Wow.
It's a tremendous thing that's going on in there.
It's just tremendous, the whole operation, and the Gab Group, and everyone was so spectacular. So thank you, Danielle Boujan took some great photos. You can see those online. She's the artist. The wall that we were in front of, that to me is masterful. The piece in front of us that I finally realized after 3 hours was a face that was carved into the wall. spectacular. Peter Tunney's work is in the garage downstairs. You can rent out the lower level of the garage for events. It holds 800 people, and because it's covered, it was cool there, right? There's a cool breeze that runs through it.
They were
I feel like a York Peppermint Patty commercial. Feel the cool breeze.
They were talking about, you know, you can use the whole building to do different things. You can have parties and everything else. So the lady goes, yes, right. You can even rent out the garage to throw. It holds 800 people.
Wow.
In the garage. In the garage. So Dawn goes, I can see your whole face change.
Oh, in the garage?
I'm gonna have a party in the garage. And then when you go to the garage, they have a 400-foot TV screen in there. And they have all these things painted. And they set up a whole bar. And they close it. So there's no cars in there. They close it. And the cars have to turn left. And it's a giant. And they pump in AC in there. It's a giant, like a ballroom.
Talk about being a visionary and maximize every square inch of the location they are. They built up. There's 8 theaters. It holds about 329, I think he said.
Exactly.
There's a parking garage. You'll be able to, if you go to the movies, it's only going to be $1 to park. You can valet. I think it's $9 to park for the night. It's not really open for public parking, but during the day it's parking. And you just feel safe as a woman. Like we talked yesterday, you can go to the movies, park in the garage, go to the movies, feel safe. You're not walking down Atlantic Avenue by yourself or anything else at night. It's a great venue.
And as I said before, from the train tracks to the ocean that's headed east, on this side of the tracks, now you're going to have parking. On the west side of the tracks, there is the big building over by the square where you park, right? The public parking. Then you have to walk to the restaurants. One of the problems is that that thing is so west that by the time you get to the train tracks, you're not going to keep going. And the iPick and everything else is on the eastern side of the tracks.
It'll be a great resource for the community.
But now that parking is there and it's safe and it holds cars, you're going to watch how it's going to change everything east of the train tracks.
Great resource for the community. So that's
wait
where
to
we were
check it
yesterday. Check it out. Today's Tom's birthday, so happy birthday, Tom. Tomorrow, I feel like we have to regroup again. You know, when you have a party, you have a big party, and then you breathe, and you have another big party. That's what our week is.
I never did that before.
Well, this has been our week. We had your birthday, then we had iPick. Today's Tom's birthday. And then tomorrow we're going to be at BB&T Center. Finally, I know we've been talking about it for months and months and months. The Florida Panthers played the Boston Bruins at BB&T Center tomorrow night game. Puck drop is at 7. Everyone that purchases a ticket through the Groupmatics link that we have all over social media, $6 from each ticket goes back to one of the foundations that we're working with. You can see them all in this incredible video that they've shared out. Also, we're going to be upstairs, 5:30 in the Chairman's Club, to do a live show from the Brooklyn Cafe TV from BB&T Center. We're inviting everyone who's part of our family to come up and join our show. It's a great place to network. We've sold about 85 tickets, so it's 85 people that you probably haven't met, and certainly your extended friends and family you haven't, to network, to have fun, to share what you do, grow your business. And we also have an information table that's going to be down on the lower concourse. Ashley's going to be there doing all of her amazingness that she does. Maybe Susan will be joining her as well. And then after the game, we go on the ice. You do not need to ice skate. You go on the red carpet for a slap shot. It's a lot of fun. It's a great photo opportunity. Danielle will be there taking pictures. Have some fun.
And you know, we're going to be in the loft, right?
We're going to be in Lord Stanley Loft.
But we are not the only people there.
Oh, no.
There are going to be other people that are season ticket holders and everything else. They ain't never seen a hurricane coming at them. Oh my gosh. That's the funniest thing. It's the last time we went up there, we started meeting people who like didn't know us from a rock in the hall. And they were like, okay, I want to know who you are.
A rock in the hall.
A rock in the wall.
A rock in a wall.
Listen,
a hole in the wall.
You want to stop? I was thinking of throwing a rock. I was thinking of throwing a rock at you. That's right. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. You can still purchase tickets if you want. You can come down and join us. We will be at the top, which is the
Chairman's Club is on the suite level.
And we are having a show from 5:30 to 7.
Ish, yeah.
Ish. And then we will go upstairs, and then afterwards we go downstairs and slap the puck around, play a little hockey. You heard what Memphis said?
She says, do I have to go? We said, why wouldn't you? She says, I don't really ice skate.
I don't ice skate.
Memphis, trust me, neither do I.
Memphis, you're not even going to touch the ice. They got a red carpet. They take your picture because you look silly doing it, and then you slap the puck.
But bring a jacket because it does get cold. So definitely you're on the ice.
That's not. Oh, stop.
I don't even think you had a jacket on last time.
I had shorts on.
I think you did.
I was suffocating.
It's been a couple years since we've been there, so I'm excited to be back.
But I want to thank everybody that bought tickets and participated in this thing. I know it's not easy. And you know, times are tough for some people, and they couldn't make it. They called me. A lot of people called me this morning as to why, and I said, "Don't worry about it. You know, there's going to be another. This is just a test run for us."
The test run, we did it. We went bigger, like we said we were going to do. And thank you to Derek and the Panthers because they've been amazing every step of the way. Really, really great. Easy to work with.
That's right. And getting back to the iPic for a second, you know, you can rent rooms there, theaters. They go from 40 to 80, depending on what you want to do. They will rent you a theater, and he's going to be bringing in live entertainment there besides movies. And he told us they launch albums, and famous singers are going to be in there. And what they do is they shoot the cameras all over the iPics all over the country, which is amazing. But I did talk to him that maybe we do a cafe show there with some of our 40th closest friends.
We should do like a birthday party there or something, or a
Yeah.
3-year anniversary party. We should do
something
there.
like that. And by the way, just to let you know, we will be celebrating Dawn's birthday tomorrow. And it is her birthday on Sunday, but I've already been getting texts. Teddy.
This
Teddy,
Sunday?
You
Yes.
see this eye winking at you? It's a winky wink. It's I can't do that.
It's been, I'm telling you, it has been a birthday week. We kicked off with Freddy's. We've
Yeah.
got Tom's. Mine is on Sunday. We've had iPic and BB&T and
Wow.
so many
Jay's
great
birthday.
things.
We had a lot of birthdays this week. It was Jody. Oh, Jody's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jody, from
yesterday.
NN. We got a lot going on.
Jody got drunk yesterday. I heard they arrested her at a Baylor out, but
You
she's.
make that stuff up. Don't throw her under the bus.
I'm throwing her under
Don't
the
throw her
bus.
under the bus.
Yes.
But we got lots of stuff going on, and Chef Z, you know, Chef Z brings Tom on. It's his birthday.
I have a question for Chef.
Yes.
She called me the snake.
Oh.
Oh, back to the snake.
I want to know what she calls him.
Ah, no,
Yeah.
that's not
He's
nice.
he's free to answer.
What is your spiritual animal?
My
What's your
spiritual
spirit animal?
probably the wolf.
Yep.
Is that what she
wolf,
calls
yeah.
you? Oh, he gets the wolf, right? He gets,
His doesn't change.
he gets the nice one. He gets the wolf.
Sometimes
Oh.
it changes. It depends on the mood.
You know what we're talking about? Dolly,
Spirit
you know what we're
animal.
talking about? Spirit animal. She comes up to me and says, "You know, your spirit animal, you're the snake." The snake, yes.
But
you
it's
crawl
not
like a
a
snake.
bad snake.
And then she felt bad because everybody was making fun of me for like 3 days. Oh, you know, you're also a hummingbird. Come on, how do you go from a snake to a hummingbird? Oh, you felt bad. No, I didn't feel. Yes, you did. I'm the serpent.
The snake or the hummingbird that does everything in 200 flips of his wing
Don't
per second.
try to spin this.
Spin it. Spin
I could be a wolf. Oh, look at the wolf in the house. How you doing?
It's Tom's birthday, so wish him a happy birthday. And of course, what happens on Tom's birthday? No food, no cake, nothing. It's the first time he's ever come on the show with nothing.
I know.
What happened? You froze up?
Something happened.
Oh, you didn't.
know.
You don't know. It's a surprise. What she has in store for you
It's a
today.
surprise. It's not here.
Wink and the wink and the wink. It's such a surprise that it make
We've
it.
got some cake left from Freddie's birthday, but it's not vegan. We can reshare the leftover cake.
Hey, listen, I got a complaint.
Uh-oh.
I got a complaint. She made a vegan cake, right?
Yes.
Gone.
They're both gone.
Gone. What do you mean?
ate
What
them.
happened?
Everyone ate
Teddy
them.
ate it all. Teddy, who ate all the vegan cake? Did you have vegan cake? Ashley ate it all. I'm like, it was it? How good was it? The serpent would like to know. You know what I did? I took my finger and I started licking the plate.
The
to see-
chocolate
the
was
chocolate to see if I
delicious.
could-
Oh my gosh,
It's
everyone in the
gone.
gallery was talking about
I
it.
was telling you get a piece, but you were eating the other cake.
It was all the way over there. No, they brought me a piece of the other cake. I had a piece, but then I was going to get some of the good stuff. You know, the vegan stuff. It was gone. I mean, there wasn't anything left.
It was delicious though, right?
Somebody left me a little piece over there. It looked like somebody had chewed it
I
up.
did
and
that.
I said thank you.
That was me.
But she left it over there, and I'm looking at it, and I said, I wonder if that's for
You
me.
saw that?
That was you?
Yeah, it was me. I was trying to think, should I save it? Should I offer it to you? What do I
You
do
are
with it?
so ridiculous.
I can't
ever
believe you
meet
saw it
people-
though. But
I
I,
mean-
can't believe you saw it.
I was looking at it. Do you ever meet people, right, that they go, and there is maybe this much of a meal on their plate?
It was a whole slice of cake. What are you talking
It was
about?
not. It was this much, right? Should I take it home? Can I get a doggy box? And then the waitress comes home and says, you want a doggy box for all that, huh? And they bring you the box and the bag and all, and they go,
bite.
yeah, and they put one bite. What is that? Breakfast.
Pretty much. You
That's what
saw
you-
that?
I
Really?
saw it.
That's hilarious. I can't believe you saw that. And you didn't
I'm
eat
sitting there going like this. I wonder if she's gonna read that for me.
I don't know her. I don't know her.
it. Pretty much. But wow, what a week. So please come on out. Join our fun tomorrow night. We got to figure out where we're going next week. You know, we should put an all call out.
We have places to go.
Next week.
Yes.
Where are we going?
We're probably going to Nino's.
We're going to call Marco. Go to Nino's.
Marco Polo.
Marco, go to Nino's.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun. Their food is so good. But we're
And then we
gonna,
need another place for Thursday.
oh my gosh.
Yep.
Going to eat my way into oblivion as we hit spring. You know, we never even
Ooh.
welcomed in spring. We are now officially in spring.
Yes.
When did that happen?
On
Wednesday.
March 20th.
Yo, that you remember. That you remember. All right, let's talk
Sometimes my
It is
to
the
brain works,
official
sometimes
day
it
in
doesn't.
spring.
let's talk to these two. Let's
We've
find
got
out what's
Chef Z
going
with
on.
us. We've got our husband, Tom. We haven't seen Tom in a while. He
Tom,
says,
you been a
so what
little
are we
busy?"
talking about?
Yeah, I've been real busy actually. You know, with season. You know, I'm over at Hippocrates in case any of the listeners and things don't know. I'm the medical supervisor there, so I see a lot of the people that come in. I do their health consultations. So I've been doing that for a long time now, about 9 years. And, for me, it's been very rewarding because I, work with people from all over, some that do have health challenges, and we work with them in a natural way. And that's kind of, part of my expertise as far as like looking at the nutrition to help them, the supplements, the lifestyle, the therapies that we offer. And I also do teaching as well. I'm an instructor for our health educator program.
Right.
And so I teach more in depth about things like detoxification of the body, superfoods as well, and even stress and what people can do for that.
Now, I wanted to talk to you about that. Since the last time you came, a lot of things have changed. The word superfoods all of a sudden. And it's really interesting because when we tell people about your organization, they light up.
Everyone knows
Everybody
Hippocrates.
lights up.
Awesome.
And everybody says, oh, I would like, because you have this program where you stay there to get detox, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And I learned that by telling people you were coming on. They go, oh, I wish I can get detox.
But,
it's like they know.
it's not a drug detox.
Not drug detox. No, we help to detoxify toxins that people get just from the environment, from unfortunately our water, air, foods these days, and depending on what they've been exposed to as well, they can affect their health in a negative way. For example, heavy metals or exhaust pollution or other things that can be out there. And these things can affect our immune system, our neurological system, even our different organs and systems.
So when you detox them, what do you do with them? You're going to send them back home.
Well, normally people will come to Hippocrates for 3 weeks. Sometimes it'll be less depending on how busy they are. And we use, of course, nutrition to help the body detoxify. So we go into alkalizing the body through using juices, through using wheatgrass, and these are natural detoxifiers. We can look at other foods too that can look more specifically at things that cleanse, such as a heavy metal. Things like cilantro or parsley are greater to help to get rid of these things. We can look at targeted supplementation too to also help the body detoxify, like certain algae are very good to detoxify the body, like chlorella. It's a green algae, over 50% protein, very high in different nutrients, but it helps also to pull toxins out of the body. We can use saunas, specifically infrared saunas we use, also steam saunas, but these help to get toxins out of the fat because that's where most people store their toxins. And as we can start to liberate them and allow the body to release them, it's a less toxic burden on the body, so it's going to support the immune system and all the different functions of the body.
So you're going to put them on a regimen to detoxify them after you've done what, blood work? How do you
Well, we
figure out
look
what's
at a
going
lot
on?
of things. We look at a pretty advanced blood test when they come in. Of course, we look at their history, their medical history, their
Right.
symptomology, and we do a very advanced biofeedback test called CyberScan from Germany, and we do an energetic test from Russia called BioWell. And we take all that information together so we can determine what's the best course of action for them.
Now, when people detox, do they have side effects from a detox? Is that why they want to be in Hippocrates?
Yeah, they can sometimes have some natural side effects depending on, how toxic they are coming in. I mean, we've had people come, not too long after chemotherapy, like a few weeks, and that's heavy toxic burden on the body.
Right.
And so it's good to have people that are used to knowing how to do that in a safe manner. Some people may, maybe get headaches, when we're detoxifying off of certain things, or fatigue. They may even have night sweats and things like that as the body's trying to release things. But it'll vary. Nausea is another symptom. But we use different natural things to help to ease these effects as they go through. You know, we have nurses there 24 hours a day. So if there's an issue or a problem, we can address that. We use different natural remedies to do that.
Now, if somebody has diabetes, right, and constant problem with diabetes is having inflammation, you know, it was eating the wrong things, as your wife has told me every day, has indicated to me every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
She says, you know, you're eating the wrong crap, gotta eat the right crap. So, diabetics, they go to you to detoxify so they can learn how to eat correctly.
Yeah, so, you know, we work with diabetics for a long time. We actually have a specific diabetic program now so that we can kind of help to monitor their blood sugar, see where things are going. We can modify things then for them depending on how their blood sugars are going, how they're feeling. And so, yeah, definitely the foods work to support the blood sugar balance. We like to use healthy proteins to do that, and sometimes they'll need proteins between meals to help balance out. And we'll look at certain targeted nutrients. For example, lipoic acid is outstanding for blood sugar balance, not talked about a lot in mainstream.
But how do you get, you know, you're the fifth person this week that has said that to me.
That lipoic acid?
Yes.
Really?
Well,
Yes, you know how I remember it? They clean the pool with some kind of acid that sounds like that. It's not lipoic, but they clean the pool with some kind of acid. And that's how it keeps coming back to me.
Really? What is lipoic acid?
lipoic acid is a really good antioxidant that people can use to protect against free radical damage. But they've also found in even medical literature showing it's very helpful for blood sugar for diabetics as well.
But how do you get it? How do you eat it?
Yeah, how do you ingest it?
Normally, you're going to get it normally in a therapeutic amount through supplementation. So there's different companies that have higher quality supplements, and that's what all we look for. We look at whole food-based nutrients. So, for example, we don't want something that's synthetically derived in a supplement because that can have an effect on the body that could be toxic or affect our immune system in a negative way.
So we're going to be eating grass. I can see it already in my future.
Grass is one thing, but we juice it there.
And when you talk about protein, is Hippocrates vegan?
We are vegan for
So what
sure.
type of protein are you giving Freddie when he comes for his diabetes? Is lipoic acid.
So, yeah, well, good question. So protein, here's the thing. A lot of people get hung up on protein and how much protein they need. And some people say they need large amounts of protein to sustain them. The average adult needs about 40 to 45 grams of protein a day. And an athlete, I'm talking at the professional level, about 60 grams a day. When people start saying, well, I need a gram per pound of weight, it's a lot of burden on the kidneys to process.
A gram per pound?
Yeah, that's what a lot of these weightlifter
That
guys are
would be
doing.
200 grams.
Exactly.
That's a whole lot. It's like a whole box of trivia.
That's great.
And, well, let me tell you, one of the two, from my experience in training, I've trained with a lot of different integrative practitioners from all over the world. High protein, special animal proteins, high acid, two of the major contributors to chronic disease right there. And these are things we can very easily change in our lifestyle and our diet to prevent a lot of problems from happening in the future. But proteins at Hippocrates we use in the amino acid form. So, you know, some people might think of a protein as a steak. Well, our body has to break that down into the amino acid forms beyond, you know, the potential toxic burden from that, the acid as well. But we use things like juices. So our juices, our vegetable juices, we put sprouts in there. We put sunflower and pea sprouts.
Ugh.
Both are complete proteins.
Yes, I just can't
Pea
drink that
sprouts.
stuff.
I really want to go to Hippocrates, Freddie. I really want to
sure
try
you
all
do.
of these juices.
We were at iPic yesterday. Oh, what does she eat? She eats the lettuce.
You know,
Because they put it this way.
the vertical salad, the vertical
The sexy
Caesar,
salad,
the sexy
yes.
salad vertical.
That's what you eat. I'm looking and it says, but there's burgers and there's chicken, and then she eats the lettuce.
But
for
pea
you.
protein, right? The pea sprouts. How interesting does that sound to try?
Oh,
Tastes
very
good.
interesting.
Don't you think?
It
I think
tastes
it sounds
good.
really
All right,
tasty.
So how do we make it so a person like me, who has very difficult to, I mean, when I drink one of those shakes and it tastes like green grass, it's a problem for me.
No, well, it doesn't taste like grass.
It doesn't?
It doesn't.
It must
no.
be my...
It doesn't taste like
my
grass at all
brain.
because we also use cucumber and celery.
I
So it's
love
it's
not
refreshing.
eating either one of those.
refreshing. And
I can't stand cucumber.
now,
I'm not a green guy.
if you like it a little spicier, you
Again.
can add in different root vegetables. You can add in ginger, or you can add in
Speak
things
it,
like
speak it,
turmeric.
speak it.
These are excellent
Speak it.
to reduce that inflammation that you talked about earlier as well.
But they're eating food. You're not just doing a juicing detox. At
No, no,
Hippocrates,
it's not
right?
just juice. That's just part of the protein there.
All right, let's go to another protein.
So, of course, we use things like nuts and seeds. They can be complete proteins.
There you have it. I can do that.
We only don't recommend peanuts and cashews.
Good, don't
in
even
the
say
nut
it, Freddie.
category.
Without even repeating those
Why?
words. Why?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
had a big incident with peanuts and cashews.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
You just can't say the word right.
Oh,
Peanuts. Peanuts.
Thank you. Much better.
and then beyond that, we use things like nut milks too, which we make, with our chef. They make it fresh. Sometimes we'll use protein powders if they do need more, and these would be a vegan protein powder from either a pea source or hemp, things like that.
You eat hemp?
Hemp as a protein powder. They'll
Really?
do that, yeah.
They make hemp protein powder.
Did you know that?
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
You
I also
holding
have the
out? You
hemp
never
parts.
brought me
I
any-
even have the hemp parts, but they kind of get stuck in my teeth.
I don't know what that
Ah,
is.
yes.
I don't know what a hemp heart is, but
It's like ground like chia seeds. I have to put them in the blender so they get more finely ground.
Like monkeys?
We like monkeys.
I need to ask you a favor.
It's a monkey circus.
You see the corner you have? I'm talking to Dan from the
Heart of Del Rey Gallery.
In the corner, there's the typewriter over there. You see that? Can we put the TV there?
What TV?
The one that's under your table.
Oh, the one under your pinball machine?
The one that's in your office.
I don't know if it's going to fit without interfering with you, but I'll check it.
I love that piece. If not, I'll put it. I throw everything off of there and put it over here.
I don't know. We're
I'll find a spot for it.
I
Find a
love,
spot for
I
that
love
TV?
that piece. Yes, because he has the projector over there, and I want to have the TV accompany it.
I was just gonna look at the projector is going towards the TV.
And then you know what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. You had a lot of fun yesterday.
It was a great show.
It was. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna rent out a theater, and we're gonna do 40 people in there.
We're gonna do a whole. We can do a whole lunch
And we're
and
gonna
learn
bring
with
the
pea
gallery up
protein.
there.
We can put the mixologist with the pea protein juicing.
Oh, that mixologist wants to talk to you then. The mixologist.
The
was there
mixologist from
yesterday?
the bar.
He wants to talk to you because he wants to do a class in here for 10, 15 people and teach them how to do mixing.
Absolutely, but why would he do that?
Because he wants to sell tickets to bring them here to see the gallery.
Yes.
Ah, there you
And
go.
that was his words, right?
Yeah. He says we sell tickets and like 10 people get VIP and they get to make the drinks. Everyone else just gets to try the drinks.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Easy.
So we're gonna bring him to talk to you.
Great.
All right, let's get back to this vegan food. All right, so far, I mean, I can live with this. Now, there's also this thing where they say vegan food sometimes contain things that make it difficult for a diabetic to digest. Like they'll put in all sorts of sweeteners because some of the vegan stuff, like tofu, doesn't have that flavor to it.
Right. And we wouldn't recommend tofu.
Oh, really?
Nope. Yeah, but the reason being is with soy, unfortunately, it's been hybridized for so many years.
Soy has a lot of salt in it too, doesn't it?
Some of them can, and it makes it hard for your body to break down. So you're right, you're not going to absorb it well. Really, the only soy we would look at is a fermented soy. So like a tempeh or some certain soy sauces are fermented, and then the body can absorb that much better.
You know, it's amazing what I've learned with your wife is that my body absorbs things like steak. And I tell you, I love steak. I love it, love it, love it. But now I'm beginning to find out how long it takes me to digest it. And it feels like a basketball when I have it. So either I got to cut my portions down to a quarter, which really means don't eat, or find something else. So steak is there, and then the chicken behind. The fish goes down better than anything else, and it makes me feel better. And then I have to adjust to a green. And you know me and green.
You love broccoli though.
Yes, broccoli I love. I love
a
broccoli
green.
and I love cauliflower.
But because of those are cruciferous vegetables.
Those are
right?
what?
Cruciferous.
The hell is that?
Some people have to be careful with the cruciferous vegetables, the crunchy broccoli, cauliflower, because of the absorption of their medications. Like for me, for my thyroid disease, they say don't have a lot. People who are on blood thinners, you can't have the kale.
Well, then I gotta ask the experts because I got a problem.
Well,
They're saying that the thyroid may be a leading cause for my diabetes. They're keeping an eye on it because sometimes it's here and sometimes it's normal.
yeah.
So now that
So-
you said it's superfluous,
Cruciferous.
well, maybe I'm hurting myself by eating this stuff.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to thyroid imbalance, we see a lot of it, unfortunately. And it comes from different things. And what happens is the iodine in the body can get displaced by different toxins in the environment. For example, fluoride from toothpaste in the water, this displaces iodine. It's a halogen that does that. Beyond that, chlorine from swimming pools, also in the water systems, displaces iodine. And even bromine from bread products and pastries and things, these displace iodine. So we're displacing iodine out of the diet, and we're bringing in very little. Most people don't eat much iodine in the United States. So what the research is showing, about 95% of the people are deficient in iodine. This is a major cause of the thyroid disorders because the thyroid needs the iodine to function. The T3 hormone is 3 iodine molecules. The T4 hormone, 4 iodine molecules. So when we start getting deficient in the iodine, our bodies and thyroid start to normally go down or in a hypo situation. And you know, that along with sometimes deficiencies in selenium and zinc can be an issue too. Because what we found in blood testing, SpectraCell blood analysis, shows deficiencies at the cellular level. Zinc comes up very commonly in most people. So zinc helps with the conversion of the thyroid hormones. Now, getting back to what Dawn talked about earlier with the cruciferous vegetables, they can be a problem in high quantities because what they do is they build up goitrins in the body. Goitrins are from the cruciferous vegetables that
A
can
goitrin.
potentially
A goitrin.
affect the conversion of the thyroid hormones. Now, that isn't normally a problem when we're sprouting, things like a broccoli sprout. When we're juicing, say, a lot of the cruciferous veg, collard greens and broccoli and things, then it can maybe become more of an issue from our experience. But when we're having, say, a broccoli sprout, not so much an issue with that. And with the sprout of the broccoli, based on University of Oregon's research, we're getting 50 times the phytonutrients in the mature broccoli plant. These are tremendously anti-cancer. Even Johns Hopkins researched those broccoli sprouts. They loved them so much they patented them until an ethical court threw it out of court saying you can't patent nature. But they found that those phytonutrients in the broccoli sprouts are some of the most anti-cancer properties they've ever worked with.
Where do you get them?
You can get the broccoli seed at different places. We sell it, you know, with other places online. Super simple to sprout. You know, just takes a jar, water, thyme, and air, and you can grow broccoli sprouts in a few days. And
Do
you have
you
it.
make them? Do you grow them?
We used to grow them.
Yeah,
but then
sometimes
some
you'll
of
do
the
it.
salads that I bring sometimes it's in there.
Really?
The sprouts, yeah, different sprouts in there.
It's
Now,
so
what
remarkable.
about iodine? Can't you get iodine from salt?
Okay, well, here's the thing. So iodized salt, what happens is over time, that iodine starts to dissipate in that salt, and it's not a great source of iodine. The better sources of iodine would be sea vegetables, such as kelp or nori or dulse. Well, these actually can taste pretty
now I
good.
know what my problem is.
In
I don't
your
like
food.
anything
You don't eat
healthy.
sushi. You don't eat kelp or nori or
Sushi.
seaweed.
Sushi is not a.
It's wrapped in nori. It's wrapped in
You
seaweed.
can do vegetable sushi.
Oh my goodness.
Wrap it
I
in
had
nori.
sushi wrapped in seaweed one time.
Oh, you don't like when I bring the seaweed and you don't like it. He's like, well, what are you
Well-
It's like
eating?
green, and then she eats the leaf.
The other thing is too, Freddie, when you start eating even healthier,
Yes.
the taste buds will change.
Absolutely.
You
It's
know.
either gonna make me healthy or kill me. I've discovered I can't eat
Fix the
anything.
camera. Dolly, can you fix the camera for 3, please?
I can't-
Hippocrates.
You know how to work this one, right? With your thumb
At the top.
on top.
You can't what?
I've discovered I can't eat anything healthy. It seems like
You can.
No,
you
I-
just.
Listen, yeah, one of the things you
We've
gotta
got organic popcorn now.
organic powder. I can't even eat all that. It's carbs. I can only eat.
It's
it.
higher glycemic for you.
It's horrible.
What are you gonna eat? You know, you did really well when he was cooking for you, though.
What am I gonna eat? Yeah, when she made that there's that one dish But it's a pasta, which
He
is
loves
another
the
problem.
penne that you made.
Gluten-free pasta.
Yeah, but the gluten-free, listen, I had gluten-free pancakes and my sugar went through the roof.
You love that penne. Oh my
I
gosh.
do, but
I
it
think I
doesn't
ate it
love
from
me.
myself.
Chickpeas
I
and
get
stuff.
spikes in my sugar. Now, because I have been losing weight and everything else, the sugar indexes have...
Yeah,
They've come down.
it'll help. And the reason being is when you have more triglycerides or fats in your blood, the sugar has a harder time getting in the cell because it's got all these different
So I got too
triglycerides.
much
So
fat in my sugar?
that's one factor that can affect the sugar
A
getting
lot
to
of
cells.
issues.
So that's when you start cleaning that up, your sugars will improve.
How the hell do we clean the sugar out of my... You know, I got fat blood. Can you believe this?
Well,
I got fat blood.
Can people come?
There's ways to do that.
There's toxins. It's not fat blood.
It's fat
toxins.
blood. He says fat in the blood.
Well, you know, Leslie does a lot of detoxing. Leslie Carmen.
She better have a strainer to get it out of me.
She does the detoxing. You
Can
know what
I do-
happened to me when I did that detoxing?
Can I do a blood transfusion strainer type of deal and get the fat out
Well,
of it?
speaking of that, they do IV therapy with Liquivita now.
IV therapy.
Yep.
Is there a fat reducer therapy in there?
They do have injections called lipotropic injections that help metabolize the fats quicker. So it has things like methylcobalamin, they have the inositol and choline, and these nutrients help to metabolize the fats quicker. And we do use enzymes too to help with getting those fats out quicker. There's a supplement called Melt-Away. It's a digestive enzyme, and that helps to clean up
See, I
the
like
fats
that.
quicker.
I'll try the melt away.
In the-
Melt it away. Melt it away, suck it out.
Well, I
And
like that because the gut is, in my estimation, is the number one reason we have issues, and it ends up going right
It's
there.
huge. yeah.
always.
And the bigger
Yeah.
the gut, the bigger the problem.
No, my gut's not so big. I got problems.
No, but you have that Hiroshima thing you got going on.
Hashimoto's.
That stuff.
I got a lot. We all got
And
a
we
lot
couldn't
going on.
find that.
I
The
like when you
doctors
come
couldn't-
up with different.
Well, you know,
Doctors couldn't even find that problem.
there's different schools of thought on that. So from the biological medicine perspective, from the Paracelsus Clinic in Switzerland, Dr. Rao, what he's found is with Hashimoto's, a lot of times it can happen if there's toxicity in the mouth cavity. So maybe an old root canal or possibly metal fillings or some other issue that happened here. Toxins go from here to the thyroid, lodge in, and what happens is then your immune system's like, wow, I got to get rid of these toxins. I got to get in there, and it starts attacking the thyroid.
Actually, no. We think it was from a vaccine I had to get. One of those boosters. I think it was a hepatitis booster when I had my daughter, because like pretty much quickly I threw my back out. I got really sick, and then a couple years later, my immune system just went done.
If you had in your eyes, if you have issues, and the issue brings in white blood cells because there's infections and stuff going on, and it creates migraines and everything else, that can also transfer downward, can it?
Yeah. If you have different toxins or situations there,
That's what it
it
is.
can. It can.
That's exactly where it's coming from.
Is it? My eyes.
It's always been the eyes.
We're
and you just
working
got
on my
that, well,
eyes.
you just got that fixed. I'm just saying, do you have any more migraines?
No, I've been good.
This is what I'm talking about. 30 years, she tells me she's had these migraines. Who the hell can live with 30 years of migraines?
What else you gonna do? You got to keep going.
Yeah, but it was here. It's always been there.
Dr. Freddie in the house.
It's not that. It's just you look at people and things happen. I know why I get sick. I look right here. It's right there, baby.
Well, they always say, right? Your gut is your first brain, and it just kind of sits right there.
Well, you know, the gut is 70% of the immune system, works with about 50% of the hormones, 50% of detoxification processes, and a large part of our neurotransmitters. So when there's an imbalance, it's going to affect the entire body.
Exactly.
And, you know, gut health is something that can be reversible. I've seen people recover from all types of gastrointestinal disorders right up to stage 4 colon cancer. So it's doable, but lifestyle and diet are going to be critical at that point.
I also heard that if you took a lot of antibiotics, it destroys everything down here.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I took tons of antibiotics for different reasons. That's the way they treated my problem.
Yep.
And now I look back, and Dr. Schwalm, you rest in peace, this guy was an antibiotic pusher. And then he was giving me pills to offset the things that were going on because I was taking it. It's no wonder that I have that.
Well, people didn't know. I always hate to throw the doctors on the bus.
Oh, I'm not throwing them under the bus.
it
He
was
saved my
different then. You
life,
didn't
but
realize, right? You needed the antibiotics to cure. At least that's what we thought at the time.
at the time.
And there are side effects. It's just like vaccine boosters, and we think for sure that's what weakened my back, and I got the Hashimoto's from it. But by the time you put all those pieces together, the statute of limitations has worn off. There is no data, saying, yes, this could be. Like, look at all the links you have with vaccines now and autism. Some say yes, some say no. It depends on who you're going to look at and what data you're going to read. So
pesticides, they just issued a report out of California saying that pesticides are 70% of pregnant women will create autism. And you could be up to, I think it was 25 miles away. It was a study in California.
Well, it's like the Roundup with Leslie. We talked about all that too. How much Roundup is in people's bodies. It's a huge lawsuit on the Roundup.
But it's just crazy.
And what it's doing to people that work in the farming industry.
Also, I heard that you washing your vegetables, they say wash that before you eat it. Doesn't do anything. Latest report that just came out. Not enough.
Well, good. The blueberries in the refrigerator. Haven't washed them yet. Just open up the container.
Put them in the dishwasher. Put them in the package in the dishwasher.
We need to switch over to radio. Can you guys stay?
Yeah.
All right, hold that thought. When we come back, we're going to talk about the psychology of food also. We're going to move into that. No I also want to talk about the snowplow parenting, right? I saw that on the news this morning. Lots to talk about, so stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 and 2, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and we will be right back.
.1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Get it straight from the expert's mouth on Ask the Experts with host Steve O. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
You can become independently healthy, and I'll tell you how. Dr. Bob Martin here. If you want to feel, function, and perform the very best you can, please tune in and call into my show Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Welcome to the Invite Health Buy One, Get One Free Spring Event. Invite Health, a leader in top-quality health and wellness products formulated with CGMP and non-GMO standards, announces this limited-time offer. The sale is on now. Buy any Invite Health supplement at suggested retail and get the second bottle free. Here's the number and write it down because you could speak with an Invite nutritionist 7 days a week. The number is 800-463-7575. The number for Invite, 800-463-7575. You can also visit our boutique-style Invite stores and receive a free personalized nutritional plan from one of our healthcare professionals. Visit invite.nyc for retail locations and additional product offers. Take advantage of Invite's limited-time Buy One, Get One Free Spring Event. Contact Invite at 800-463-7575. That number again, 800-463-7575. Or go to invite.nyc. Invite Health, the luxury vitamin blend.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power. A platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
There you go. Welcome to Brooklyn Cafe Part 2. And Hector, you all right? Everything good? You okay? No? Not good. Not doing good. You need somebody to sit there?
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
Maybe you want a break? You want Megan to fill in for you?
They're busy.
Even
Megan
Dolly,
or Teddy, come on, or Dolly, come on, you guys give
He did it yesterday.
No one's looking really busy right now.
He did it yesterday. You can do it. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Part 2. We're giving instructions while we're on the air. And who's on the board today? Because I know Ken's on vacation. Who's there today?
Blake.
Hey, Blake.
Blake.
Get out of my head.
I know. We were talking about Blake yesterday. You know, Blake is now an instructor. He knows how to do things at the NN Studios that other people yet do not know how to do.
Really?
It took 8 years.
What did he say?
He hears you.
You hear me?
Yeah, it only took 8 years.
It only took 8 years. There you go.
But
patience is a virtue.
What I love about Blake is that he's a giant Mets fan. And every year this kid says the Mets are going to do it. And I say, not this year.
That's like every year the Dolphin fans say the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs. They go, not so much.
Well, and their dreams.
Speaking of playoffs, though.
Yeah.
I heard the Panthers did not make the playoffs this year.
The Panthers are one of the worst teams in the league. It doesn't matter. We're not going there to watch the game.
But we're going tomorrow.
We're not going to watch the game.
I know. I don't want
We're going to play quarters. We're going to play checkers. We're going to play all sorts of stuff.
So much stuff. What are we doing tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Where are we going to be?
We're going to be at the BB&T Center. We're going to be down there from 5 o'clock till 7. When you drop the puck, watch the game. We're going to be Lord Stanley. If you don't know where we're going to be by now, then there's something seriously wrong with you. Because we've told everybody.
We have told everyone. Eileen, you're going to be there. I think you're bringing the family.
I'm bringing some of the
quite a few
fam.
tickets.
Yes.
Who are you bringing?
Bringing my daughter and son-in-law.
Really?
And my husband.
Really?
Yes. We're all coming.
You notice how the husband always stays at the end. I'm bringing my kiss. Oh, yeah, by the way.
And my husband's bringing the
Yeah,
dog.
by him too.
But there's still time to buy tickets. You can go to the Groupmatics link on social media, purchase your tickets. $6 from every ticket sale goes back to one of these incredible foundations that we're working with. And really all we wanted to do was bring awareness and bring our family and our network together. And we've actually achieved that. We've sold 85 tickets so far.
I know. That was more than I ever thought.
Which is really incredible. You know, you thought it would be an easy task,
It's
right?
not.
One foundation, it's hard. We brought in 10, and it's still hard because
I thought it
people
was
are
more
busy.
than 10. Only 10 foundations?
I think 10, and I think we've maybe had 6, and people want to do it already. I'm already getting, can we participate with you next year?
Yeah, if you buy the tickets now.
Yeah, we can do it again next year, but we're really excited because we get to do a live show up in the Chairman's Club and bring everyone forward and network and share with everyone where we are at BB&T and spotlight your foundation, your organization, and your business.
Spotlight.
Then we have an information table at the 100 level concourse. We get to enjoy the game. We're going to be up in the Lord Stanley Loft. Those are the $85 tickets, which include everything: food, beer, wine, a whole networking opportunity in the loft. There's also the $35 tickets, which also include admission up to the Chairman's Club. Everything includes parking. Do you know that's the one thing everyone says? They cannot believe that parking is included in all of these
Well,
tickets.
when you're old forever.
But parking's included in the tickets.
If they charge for a ticket for an old forever team, they burn the stadium down.
And you do not need to put on ice skates to go on the ice at the end of the game to do the slap shot.
Do that?
Regular shoes are just fine because they put out a great red carpet and it's just a lot of fun.
You're
Give
going to
it a
slap
try.
the puck?
I'm getting nervous.
I want to watch you hit that puck. This
all
one
right.
did.
What, you don't believe I can?
I don't know if you can get it in the net.
Small and mighty.
Oh, a little challenge there.
I am going to tell everybody to watch you.
You know what
to put
happens
the
when
pressure.
I'm put
I
up
know.
to a challenge.
But I'm going to say, everybody stop. I want everybody to watch this one. We did that. When we went down there, we did that with this one. She got it in, and she's running around the ice.
I was so excited because I have no eye-hand coordination. So I was so excited that I actually did something athletic. It's not often that I do the athletic thing.
I want you this year to hit the puck, right? Take the puck and put it on your stick. So you hit the edge, you put it on your stick, and you send it in the airborne into the net.
We should have practiced.
No, I don't want you to practice.
We should have practiced.
This is going to be the funniest thing.
Because Freddie wants to win. That's why he doesn't want to practice.
Freddie wants to get it.
No, I got it, and I did that, and it trickled over. It went like this, like this.
It just
It just went right over.
But it's
barely
a
made
lot
it.
of fun. Tickets are still available, so come on out, have some fun with us. If you have any questions on how to get a ticket or how to join us tomorrow, give us a call at the radio station, 888-565-1470, and Blake will give us the information.
Very good
We'll
stuff.
get that out to you. Yesterday was a great day. We were not on radio, but we were at IPIC. We're at IPIC in Delray, which is a phenomenal location. It is brand new. It's been there about 2 weeks. It is on the corner of 4th Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. Back to my
that, yeah.
geography skills. Just look up. The movies are spectacular. There are 8 theaters. They're all lounge, little cozy nook style. There's 2. And then they have the food, which is incredible. The mixologist, the artwork in there. You can rent out one of the theaters for lunch and learns or anything you want to do. You can rent out the whole lobby for a party, a wedding.
The garage.
You can rent out the garage. It holds up to 800 people. They put in air conditioning. Peter Tunney's one of the artists. They've got artists in from around the world. Just a spectacular venue. If you are looking for a movie to do something different, it's Dine in the Dark. So much fun. Or just rent it out.
It's really cool. It's nice. You go to the movies a lot?
Occasionally.
You like the movies?
I love the movies.
You ever sat in a movie where the butler comes over or the waitress comes over and they're feeding you? And on your
No,
phone,
I've
you
always
can order the
wanted to
food?
do the
They're
IPIC
ninjas.
experience.
You should do it.
And gotta get there, I know.
It's unbelievable.
It's such a great event. And Hamid Hashemi, who is the CEO and founder of IPIC, joined our set for the first hour. And Michelle from Gab Group, who created the Gab Group, Saudry, she was with us for the entire 2-hour set. It was just over and over again and more and more. What a day.
And we asked them to put the Brooklyn Cafe drink on the menu.
What would you make in a cafe drink?
Something with vodka.
I can create a drink.
No, not you.
There might be some broccoli sprouts.
Yes, there'll be
some
juicing and
turmeric.
grass
It should be
and
some
green.
sort of
and-
coffee
I would tell you, it would be a
There you go.
surprise.
What's
All
in
right,
it?
let's create
What
a
kind of
drink.
drink is it?
I can't. It's a surprise. I have to make it and bring it.
Eileen says it'll should be a coffee liqueur. We could do that too.
Yeah.
Coffee liqueur. What's a woman's drink?
Vodka and coffee and
It's a woman's drink, like a Black Russian.
I don't know what we
Or white
had.
Russian.
What-
Or any kind of
The
Russian.
drinks yesterday. You see the pictures. Some of them were so good.
It was. I had Chris bought me a drink. He bought me a vodka soda, mojito style. Never
I
seen
knew it
that
didn't
before.
taste like a vodka soda. That was
It
different.
was different. It was, and it had a lot of greens in it. You'd be very proud of me.
Did you see the one drink they made that had the pickle on it?
I drank
How was it?
pickleish.
But it was like a mango mojito with a pickle.
Yes. Very,
So interesting.
very interesting.
And then they made a rum.
I know. I made the same face, and I said, "This is
I
a
know.
pickle."
Like a rum an old fashioned with char grilled pineapple. It was a spectacular.
And what is it with this smoky glass thing going on now?
Yeah.
That's like the latest thing. That's like a Florida thing, right? Because in the Bronx, you ever did that, they burn your car. But out here, they smoke the glass, and it has like, you ever had a barbecue?
They smoked the glass. They smoked the fruit.
They smoke everything.
They smoked everything. It
Everything
was
was
like they
smoked.
grilled the pineapple.
Yes, and when you drank it, it had like this smoky feeling to you. I
Like
don't
it
know.
makes it like sexy, and you want more, kind of like romantic.
Is that what it is?
That's
You
what
did.
it
You
is.
have a sip. You
Yeah.
put it
Check
down. You go.
this
I
out.
gotta have a
Check
little
this
bit
out.
more.
Yeah.
It was a little sexy and romantic.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you got some birthday coming, buddy.
Birthday Tom Fisher to you. Sexy, romantic. Keep you coming back for more.
That's right.
What was the name of that sexy salad they had?
The sexy salad was. She calls it the vertical Caesar. So you can really pretty much eat it with your hands. They've got the big romaine stalk sticking up, and the Caesar, the dressing, and the cheese is in the middle.
Blue cheese.
The Caesar cheese, and then the
Caesar
chicken
dressing.
skewers on the side, so you can eat the
Yeah.
salad with your fingers. Everything was eating the way I
You have
eat.
to be able to eat it with your hands. And then it cannot have odor, like aroma odor. It can't have aroma. So the foods that they make, they test it. So to make sure that you're not smelling my burger, smelling my greens.
Hector, did you try the filet sandwiches? Who tried the filet?
Somebody ate it.
There was a lobster
Dylan.
roll. Dylan ate it. They ate the There's filet sliders. And
Nobody ate,
There
but
was-
the food's gone.
Yes,
Really,
really,
but it was-
his dad did. There was a vegan hamburger.
Wow.
How was that?
Actually good.
The vegan burger was good. They have vegan options as well. So check it out. Tell them Dawn and Freddie sent you. That is iPick East Delray, not in the marketplace. It's all the way east, downtown Delray Beach.
That's right. You can eat there. You can play there. There's all sorts of stuff. And they're going to be growing and doing different things. They're going to have live shows and everything else. Really cool.
A lot of fun
Great
stuff.
concept.
So
The man
thank
is
you
great.
for hosting us yesterday. More to come with that in the Gab group. Today we're talking about nutrition. We're talking with Tom about supplements. Tom Fisher from Hippocrates, and of course Tom is Z's husband, Chef Z. We have Eileen Limmelman with us from Center for Authentic Living. So thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
You know, we never know what we're going to talk about. So we said
Well,
let's talk about
I got something for you.
food, the psychology of food.
Yes, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we were sitting there, I was just having this conversation, Eileen. I felt that I wish he was there yesterday because, businesses have changed. So you go to a movie theater, right? So when we mention where you come from, everybody lights up and
From the
says,
Hippocrates Institute.
"Oh man, I wish I could be there. I want to stay a week, a month, a year. I don't want to have to leave there the whole night." Right? It's a positive experience. In the movie theaters, when you talk about iPick, they go, "Oh, that's a lot of money." And it really isn't. When you add it all up at Frank's or you go to iPick, it's really the same, except the service is different at the iPick. But I wish you had been there yesterday because I was watching how people operate at a different venue like this. I mean, this is a different venue. This is like coming here. They have art on the wall. They have all sorts of fancy drinks. I had to actually eat with a fork and a knife with my fingers. And then he told me, no, this is a finger food place. Oh, and it's rolling down. But it changes. Psychology of how you eat changes, right? Like we were having fun before. I like to get stuff all over
That
my
ice cream sandwich? Oh my God. You didn't have that.
I had a
Holy
piece.
smoke. It was like a Heath. I know, Z, you're horrified. It was like a Heath Bar chocolate chip ice cream sandwich with the ice cream between the cookies. I might just have to take Aaron up there. My son would just go crazy.
Well, it's like going to Burger Stop. You go to places like this and the stuff is dripping. but it's delicious. Now, is it healthy for you? Absolutely.
Why, some of it was. The salad, there was tuna on crunchy rice. That was
you
fine.
Eat that.
The vegan burger was healthy.
So, you're talking about having, what kind of connections do we have with food?
Exactly.
I mean, we are, of course, we have to eat to live. But there are different kinds of connections that we have to food, and some of them are healthy and some of them are unhealthy. And when we have unhealthy relationships with food, that's when we get into trouble. And I would say, a majority of us maybe don't have eating disorders, but have disordered eating. And so we have unhealthy relationships with food.
What's the difference between an eating disorder and disordered eating?
An eating disorder is an actual diagnosis. For example, anorexia nervosa, bulimia, binge eating. Those are eating disorders that actually cause people to have functioning problems in their lives. They're really, really focusing all around food, weight, body image. That's all they think about. Calories, what they're eating, what they're not eating, when they're going to eat, eating in secret, throwing up, exercising, laxatives. This is all part of eating disorders. Disordered eating is when we have, what a lot of us have, just very, very,
bad habits.
Unhealthy relationship with food, unhealthy relationship with ourselves, unhealthy relationship with the scale. That seems to be the barometer whether we're happy or not in life for a lot of people. If the scale says something good, then we have a good day. If it doesn't, we don't have a good day. And so we're talking about disordered weight and body image and disorders.
So is there a fine line that crosses between the two? This gray zone of both?
Well, yeah, there is a fine line, except, the difference is that when you have an eating disorder, it is actually preventing you from living life, and it's very unhealthy. It's not a life choice. It's actually the kind of disorder that is fatal. It can be fatal. So we have to be very, very mindful of ourselves as well as the people around us, what they're doing with their food, with their body, and notice these things. There are serious indicators and symptoms that we need to look at.
What really upsets me, I know you call it grind my gears, is when people blame somebody else for what's going on with them. And I have an eating disorder because I had this issue with my parents. I have an eating disorder because my sister did this. It's not taking the responsibility. Do you think it's because they don't realize it's their responsibility, or have they just become, I don't even want to say a victim, they just become susceptible because of those circumstances?
My mindset and my philosophy of how I treat people with eating disorders is that food and eating and the disordered eating is a metaphor for relationships in our lives. So we don't want to point the finger at mom, dad. We always seem to blame mom for all of our issues.
Here I am.
But they are a model of how to have healthy relationships in our life. And then the food becomes a metaphor for that.
Okay, so I got a question. Because sometimes one thing turns to another.
Yes.
In my world. So hypochondria, or hypochondriac. Person constantly thinks they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly, and I'm going to tell you, when I was 18 years of age, I had all sorts of stuff going on with me, and I had, shingles? Is that the correct word?
Yeah.
Had that. I lost my badge. I was an auxiliary cop. I wanted to be a cop. I lost my badge because of it, because I could not function. And I had these dots all over my body. But anyway, long story short of it, I became a hypochondriac. All of a sudden, if I had a nail break, cancer. When I sneezed into my handkerchief and there was blood coming out of my nose, I thought I was dying, and I kept running to the doctor, and he sat me down, Dr. Schwinn, and he says to me, Freddie, do you know what the word hypochondriac means? And I got very defensive. I said, I'm not a hypochondriac. I'm sick. No, you're not sick, and I can't give you any more pills because there's nothing wrong with you. So is that being ill, or is that the other way?
Well, what we're talking about, Freddie, and I wish you had reached out to me.
Well, I didn't know you at the time.
Is that you had trauma. And when you had shingles, that was traumatic for you. And so then what happens is your anxiety turned into symptomatic kinds of things. Your anxiety turned into fear that you would be sick. Really, the core of the issue was the trauma.
There you go.
And you weren't treated for the trauma.
So let's go to commercial break.
Wait a minute.
When we come back,
but
though,
again, I'm on a roll here.
give you a pen, write it down, because you're going to forget your train of thought. Here's a pen, write down
Teddy,
your train
help
of
me
thought.
here. Teddy, help me.
Give us a call, 888-565-1470. When we come back, let's talk about the trauma of it and then really causing disease from it. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
We're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. Do you remember your train of thought?
No. You made me forget.
We had to go to commercial break.
And
You're
this
like
is
6.
what I'm going to do every time you do that to me.
You're like 6. How old are you?
12.
12.
This is my inner self.
It's your inner child.
Yes.
But think about it, right? We're talking about food being the metaphor for life and accountability. And as a parent, you try to do so much. I was watching a whole thing on the news today about the snowplow parenting now.
What is that?
There was a helicopter parent. And we called ourselves the crop duster because we had a little bit lower to them, a little bit more eyeful. But now, apparently there's a snowplow parent where you plow through every obstacle in your child's life to make it right for them.
Where did you see this?
It was on. I was watching TV this morning.
What channel? Because I
NBC.
never heard it. The first one you said.
Helicopter parenting.
That's one. Then
crop dusting.
Crop dusting. Is that a parent or is that a plane eating corn?
Well, you know, the helicopter, you're higher up in the sky. There's more space between you and your child. This is my analysis of it. Don't write to me. Just write to Freddie. This was in my own head process. Then we said we're like the crop dusters. You're a little bit closer to the ground, so you can kind of watch over everything. The crops grow even closer. Now there's the snowplow parenting. You're right on the ground with them and you're plowing over all the obstacles, including food choices. You know, as a parent, you get no book on how to raise your kids, right? And if you grow up, and we can go back generations, with an eating disorder or disordered eating in your family, then what do you do with your kids? They watch you eat or not eat. They watch you stress eat or stress not eat. And we've got all these things that we just keep passing on to the next generation.
Well, how are you passing it on? Because you're snow plowing. What if you're worm plowing?
They watch.
They watch what? They
Well,
watch
you
you.
watch. You become the model behavior for your kids.
Is
I
that
tell
what
you this all the
happens?
time. They watch your actions more than what you say.
Not only
we
are
have a
your
caller
mo-
on the phone.
Who's on the phone? Hello.
Steve. Hey, Steve. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Dawn and Freddie.
Good afternoon, Steve-O.
That's
How you
Steve-O,
doing?
New York Sound.
So I just had a question about. So what are parents from New York called? If just snowflower.
We're cement dwellers. We are cement dwellers. We dwell through the cement. Hey, Steve-O, aren't you supposed to be in Orlando on vacation? What the hell are you doing calling the show?
I still watch you guys. I have all my Orlando people watching.
Because you can see us nationally, internationally.
He's
We're
supposed
everywhere.
to be on vacation. Doc, I'm going to give you his number. He needs a lot of
He's going to be joining us tomorrow. But Steve, you've got how many kids? 5 kids, 4 girls?
27.
5 kids, 4 girls, 1 boy.
4 girls and a boy. I mean, there's a lot of food and a lot of stuff going on. I've seen your girls. They're beautiful. There has to be a lot of conversations about food, Italian family, your wife's Latina, right? We talk all the time about food and culture and love. What's it like raising 4 girls? You've got teenage girls. Your son, he's just along for the ride right now.
Right. Well, having kids in different age groups. So I'm going through, my twins will be 26 next week.
Wow.
So they're up and about on their own, but they still always home based. I'm still old school with Sunday dinners. Sunday dinners was always a tradition in our family in the Italian culture. It always brought everyone home for Sundays. So no one goes out, no one really makes any plans. And it's based around food. It's based around what they want for dinner. So it's usually the pasta day and the fresh Italian bread and stuff like that. But,
So a lot of families base everything around food. No, culture aside, everyone does it around food.
Always.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, as
you
you
know,
guys know, Tuesday was St. Joseph's Day, for perfect example. Now, I was very impressed Dawn wore red.
That was for you, Steve-O.
A lot more goes into St. Joseph's, though, but again, it's based around food. So St. Joseph's Day, for a perfect example, in Italian culture, you can't eat meat that day. And you have to...
He's gone.
More like an omelet, but it's different omelet pies with broccoli. One with broccoli, one with
Back to the
cauliflower.
broccoli.
We're back to broccoli pie. Delicious.
And don't ask me why, because this is the answer I don't know. But then you have to take oranges and have a priest bless them. And everyone has to have a piece of orange.
So I got to get a priest to bless my oranges and I got to wear red.
Well, again, it's back to food and the culture of food. And there's so many. Thanks, Steve-O, so much. We're going to see you tomorrow, right?
Yes, I will be there bright and early.
He's going to be there being our DJ up at the Chairman's
Yeah,
Club.
we're going to have some fun with him. We're gonna
Enjoy
have to play
Orlando.
a lot of
All right, guys.
games. Thank you.
But so many things come back to food, right? And the culture of food. But then you're talking about being a hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac.
So I'm talking about hypochondriasis. But sometimes we actually create illness in ourselves. Tom?
Yeah, absolutely. The psychological aspect, I think, is one of the strongest when it comes to the disease process. And that's one of the reasons that we also use mind-body therapy. We do group therapy. We do things like meditation and other techniques to reduce stress, including different nutrients to do that, because it's so important in the healing process. And
So my kids, Freddie has Rowan, I think he's 10 or 11 months, and Gio's they're about to have their first. So as parents, right, and you brought a good point up with Steve-O, because I guess we're a reflection as to what our kids are going to become. So how do you handle that situation? What's the right way of doing it?
With food. And I say this to my kids all the time. They say, you didn't monitor what we ate. You let us make our own choices. Yes, I let you make your own choices, good or bad. I said, but would have been better if I weighed your food and told you, you can't have that, and food policed you. So as a parent, you see your two options, right? And you try to go with the one you think is best, but somehow it's never the right choice.
You know, when we're born with this innate ability. We have an intuitive eating already built into our body, which is when you feed a baby, when they're full, they spit the nipple out. When they're hungry, they cry, and we respond to that. So they're really cluing in and cueing into their body, to their stomach, to their hungers. And along the way, we lose that. 12 o'clock means you have to eat lunch, whether you're hungry or not. You must finish everything on your plate because, when I was a kid, it was the starving children in Europe. Now it's other places around the world. So we ignore our own hungers and we shut that really intuitive piece of us off. And when we stop really listening to our body and our hungers, then we are just eating for a variety of reasons. We're not listening to our hungers. We're just eating because emotionally, physically, socially, we're in a social situation. We overeat, a variety of reasons. And I want to get back to that snowplow parent, because you're talking about a parent that pushes through. I know what's best for you. I'm going to do what I think is best for you. And so what happens is we don't really allow a child to develop those coping skills, that coping mechanism. We're telling them, you should eat this. We're telling them, this is better for you. We're telling them, you should do this because we want to get, you have to get into the best college ever. And so we're not really allowing them to.
But is that a good thing? In other words, I'm glad you brought that up because I was watching a show on television with a mother. She's a single mom and she wants her kid to go to Columbia. The kid doesn't want to go to Columbia. She wants to go to San Francisco to get away from the New York family. So is that a healthy thing to do, to be a plow?
No, I don't. Because what gets internalized to the kid is, I am not capable of making my own decisions. I'm not adequate. I'm not capable.
What about using guilt?
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
My mother was the best.
Really?
Of course.
My mother says, you want to smoke cigarettes and die gay. And she gave me the face. So every time I went to light a cigarette, I said, Mom said, don't do that. My goodness gracious, psychologically, everything that she told me you should not do, she didn't tell me not to. She says, you're an adult, do what you want. But remember this face. She was great. Your parents ever did that? Your parents ever treat you this way?
There's so many things.
But there's never a right wrong. And then at the end of the day, you feel bad because if your kid is doing the wrong thing, what are you going to do? You're going to look in the mirror and says, that's my fault? Or is it their fault?
But there's so many issues, and if we stick on the food issue, because we could take this on so many tangents, right? On the food issue of what to do with your kids. When the psychologists, the therapists say when your kids are growing up, you make one dinner. They either eat it or they don't.
Do you?
That's what I'm asking you guys.
Do you make one dinner only?
I did.
What do you tell your
clients? I made one dinner, but I also said, if you don't like it, you're allowed not to like what I'm making. So then you have choices that you can make your own, peanut butter,
enough to get their
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, eggs, whatever you want, you're on your own. But we eat together as a family.
But then the other thing is, Steve brought it up, traditionally.
Eating as a family, right?
Yes, and the rice and beans, not good for me. I should have known then because my mother, that's a tradition, that's what it was. In Steve-O's world, Italian, the pasta, the bread, the yada, yada, yada. So you continue to have the bad eating habits, and I was a heavy kid. But the question here is...
disordered eating.
And the first time I told my parents, I told my mom, I don't want to eat that because she made something I didn't like. I don't remember what it was. So they served me a blank plate with a fork and a knife.
You were punished.
And I said, where's the food? She says, you're not eating, you said. I said, Mom, but I got to eat something. She says, there is something. That is what something looks like.
That is what nothing looks like.
You happy now? I says, okay, can I? No.
But you're
And
bringing up a really good point because we use food also
Awesome.
as reward and
There you
punishment.
go. There you go.
And, so food is so charged. It's not, the kind of thing like alcohol. We know we can live without alcohol. And if you have a problem with alcohol, you can live a life without alcohol. You can't live life without food. You need to fuel yourself. But there's a difference between fueling and nourishing and nurturing yourself with foods that are healthy for you and having a really positive relationship with it, and stuffing your feelings and using food to numb and medicate. That's what I'm talking about.
I like that. Chef, not for nothing, but whenever you make me anything, from now on, don't tell me it's good for me. Don't. I mean, the psychology behind
Do you numb
food.
your feelings with food?
I numb my feelings with food, honey, like you got no tomorrow.
See, again, you and I are so opposite. And people say, how do we work together? Because we're complete opposites. I'd sooner not eat until like I have a migraine and someone says to me, eat.
You want a blank plate?
Pretty much.
That's ridiculous.
Or a cup of coffee, because when I get stressed, I don't eat. When you get stressed,
I
you're
eat.
like, bring it.
Yeah.
I know.
I can now, and I've
But
learned.
they're both disordered eatings. They're both.
I'm not disordered.
They're both ways that you have learned how to cope with your
Right.
stress and
I
anxiety.
am not allowed to eat everything I want. That is not
Well,
disordered.
that's part of your diabetes.
That's right. Because if I want to eat everything I want, then I go early grave. I'm not ready to do
Well,
that.
that's how you got the diabetes.
I know that, but now I take a little snippet here and a snippet, and I should stop doing that. And the vegan way is the right way. I know all these things. What happens is I'm fighting my past, Doc.
Well, everybody is, right? I mean, look at Tom and
I love
Z.
to say that,
But
because it's not true. No, it's not.
100% true.
No, it's
We
not.
all are fighting our past
I know
and
what the
living with
problem
our
is.
past. We all have that. We all weren't just plopped here out of the sky. We all came from legacy. You're talking about culture and history and, the culture of eating rice and beans or whatever, or Italian, family having their Sunday dinner. We're all here from somewhere and something, and we're all given belief systems about different things, including food.
And see, let me ask you, because you're originally not from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Your culture has to be clearly different than Tom's or all of ours, right? You're
Right.
from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like?
It's like rice and beans in meat. That's basically the same thing.
You
too.
must be Puerto Rican.
Hardly any vegetables. But the Lebanese culture, we do a lot of vegetables, but a lot of chicken and fish and couscous. But the
Couscous.
African is different. So.
But what was the emotion and the connection with food growing up?
We gather. That's how you connect with your families and friends, with food.
You gather.
Yeah.
It's funny, when I was growing up, that's
it
what we
is.
did. We all
Mhm.
lived in the same building. Steve would laugh because he was in the same boat. And we all came down, everybody brought something. And, it was rice and beans and plantains and sweet potatoes
Right.
and yada, yada, yada. And none of it would, I look at it now, I says, I'm surprised I wasn't a
Everyone's still
diabetic
alive.
dad.
Yeah, there you have it.
But it was tradition. It was about sharing. It's about the emotion. And it's different because as you change in life, legacy becomes more important. Your future now is based on the history of your past. And you don't want the bad stuff. Nobody does. But now I have Rowan. I have little Joey coming. I mean, these are kids that are coming. I want to leave something. Forget about their parents. That's their problem.
But Freddie, what you're talking about is you are, first of all, became much more aware.
Yeah.
And you also have learned. You're learning how to change behavior. You're learning how to have a healthier relationship with food and your body. And, we're all in that journey. We're all in process. So this isn't about condemning or criticizing or judging. Let's just all be in process of awareness and learning from it.
Right, and I think it goes back to the accountability. When we come back, I want to talk to Tom and Z because, we say cure? For you?
No.
Well, we
You
can
personally?
say.
Tom was help with
For you.
food for his disease. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about that when we come back. 888-565-1470.
And September 5th, a hint is coming. September 5th, call in if you know what that
Birthday
date does.
We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Hi there. I'm Eileen Lemmelman, licensed clinical social worker at the Center for Authentic Living.
And I am Dr. Jill Schwartzberg, licensed psychologist at the Center for Authentic Living.
We are holistic mental health practitioners providing a variety of treatment modalities to help you.
We offer individual therapy, couples therapy, family therapy, as well as numerous groups and workshops.
Don't forget to contact us at 561-265-5738.
Or visit us at www.centerforouthenticliving.com.
Don't forget to be mindful and breathe.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Actually, no.
And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
And
I think, and I'm going to say it on air, I probably shouldn't. I think my husband's more of the crop duster parent than me. But when you have two...
You're the worm parent.
No, I really...
You know the worm parent?
What's that?
It goes underground.
And what do I do?
And you burrow up to the top. You're in their life.
Well, parents are in their life, but as they got older... Perfect example.
We're
When my son
older.
was old enough to change his clothes physically, I said, you're old enough to do your laundry. And people were appalled that in middle school I was having my son do his laundry. I said, why is that my responsibility if he wears 3 outfits a day? He's capable of changing his clothes, and he's capable of being in middle school and doing homework. Why do I have to do his laundry? So I stopped.
Yeah.
And my friends were appalled. You're not doing his laundry? No, I'm not.
You
So-
teach them a good lesson to be independent.
And you have to, because otherwise you really become his helicopter snowplow parent. And they have to learn to make choices, because if you don't, at some point, it's like the trophy parent. At some point, teach them responsibility. At what point do you learn responsibility?
Well,
at 26, you can't say, okay, now you're on your own. I'm
well,
done.
I got you beat.
I'm sure you do.
Freddie comes over and he criticizes me wearing water shoes.
Do you wear a fanny pack too?
I used to, but they cut it off and they burned it. But I go to Weight Watchers on Saturday, and you have to go light to weight. I mean, I'm not gonna put on sneakers that give me an extra pound or two, right? So I have the water shoes on. They come over. He says, I don't like it when you're dressed in shorts, t-shirts, and water shoes. I said, I'm sorry, Dad. This is my son. I'm sorry, Dad. I offended you. So I go to a dinner at Sarah's house, my daughter. And he comes in shorts and shoes and sneakers. And I said, excuse me, you forget to get dressed? He says, I couldn't. I was taking care of the baby. All of a sudden, the flip-flop. It really hurts when you throw it right back at him. Yes, you got to wait.
It does. But the kids are great. You have to at some point, you have to, as he says, teach responsibility, right? Because when they go to college, they don't have to do laundry. I've known friends that the kids have gone to college, and they hire a service to do their laundry. They send the laundry out. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And she says, what's the difference? When they grow up and they have a house, they'll hire someone to do their laundry. And it's just a whole other conversation, Eileen, for a whole nother show. But I want to get back to the food side of it.
What about cooking your own meals? So you have your son or daughter, and they do those Roman noodles. What is it?
Ramen?
Ramen?
You just have boiling water to chemicals?
And they do that because you can get 24 of those for $1.99, right? And there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner
food, though.
with a Red Bull. This is the way they eat, with a Red Bull. And maybe some vodka put in there if they're having a bad day. But the bottom line is, what do? You interfere and tell your kids, yo, homie, what are you doing? You want to die? Why don't you just put a bullet in your head? Stop eating that stuff.
Again, part of being on the journey.
But how do you
part
do?
Of
What
learning.
Do you avoid it?
Well, when they're in college and they're doing their thing,
they got to learn.
You're not there. So, you can make suggestions. You can.
They come home.
Yes, I've had a case of ramen noodles sitting in my garage, and the rats came and ate the boxes. Yeah.
Thank God. But they come home because they got to wash their clothes that haven't been washed in 6 months. They come home, and they have these bad eating habits, and you're sitting there. So what do? Do you say, "Oh, I have somebody I want you to meet"? And you go over there. No, that ain't gonna work.
But I want to talk to Tom. Bad eating. Not that you had bad eating habits. But
I did in the past.
You did?
Did you?
In the past, yeah.
You had this Freddie seafood diet.
I was there. I was heavy in the past. Meat and potatoes.
Really?
Cake, ice cream. Really, everything that wasn't going to sustain life is kind of where I was.
And you got sick.
I got majorly sick. Yeah, I was 29 when I had stage 4 cancer to the bone, and so that's when I learned in a really quick way that what I was doing is not working, and even after using some conventional therapy, some chemo and things, I wasn't out of the woods. So I had to learn on my own about nutrition very quickly. I had to learn about lifestyle, diet, and even on the mind-body side, and done a tremendous amount of research in that and training over times. But really when I found Hippocrates in the beginning back then is where I started to change my lifestyle, and that's where I started to learn about using the raw and vegan foods and the juicing and the different supplements in the pure water and the mind-body therapy and all these things to allow my body to recover. And it took me about a year.
And how long have you overcome your...
Now it's been over 18 years now, fully recovered.
Deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just amazing. Yeah. And then there are people in here that are writing in, do you cook dinner at home?
Yes.
And do all the kids, when they were all home, did everybody agree on the way you cooked it? I think that's what they meant. In other words, everybody
was what you made?
Yeah, with the menu you made.
They didn't always agree. But when you're running a household, it's not a democracy. I'm sorry to say.
People just want to know, incurring minds.
Again, you get to the point where if your kids are old enough to cook and eat and change their clothes, if they don't like it, they can make a sandwich. You can, and people.
Make a sandwich.
I mean, when my kids were younger, I was making 2, 3, 4 meals. One for my kid, one kid, this one, my husband, me. And then one day I just said, you know what? This is not working for me, for the mama. And so, I changed the way I approached the meal, and I said, this is, I'm going to make one meal and we're all going to sit down and eat together. There's a lot of studies done that show that a family dinner time, sitting together as a family, is very important, and one of the major predictors of how a child is going to be able to function in the outside world in relationships.
You know what else I was told?
Make everybody leave their phones.
Well, when you make
the TV, turn off the phone.
Yes.
When you make dinner, and I would serve them from the kitchen, right? And I would serve it and put on a plate and put it on the table. And the psychologists and therapists all said, no, you put the bowls of food on the table. You let them serve themselves, and you let them take what they feel is an appropriate portion. They can go back for more. They don't have to finish it, but let them monitor their own food. Why are you putting it on a plate? And it was just, really, honestly, it was one less bowl to wash. Not because of anything else. I just put it on the plate, put it on the table, and they went, no. You put everything on the table. They serve themselves. They make their choice of what you made they want or they don't eat. And it was the hardest thing. And I remember my mom saying, stop making 4 dinners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 4 different dinners?
But we're
4 different
talking
dinners.
again about what I spoke about earlier, which is the intuitive eating. And I teach my patients also about really tuning into your hungers and tuning into the hunger scale and really checking in 1 to 10. How hungry are you? And asking your stomach, are you hungry? If you're not hungry and you're going for food, then what are you hungering for if it's not hunger? And
There's
that's
so
the
much.
emotional piece.
You know, and then see, I look at your posts every night, and I think, wow, this woman makes this much food for 2 people. I'm thinking my husband would like to be married to you, because heck, he gets a container full of something we bring in from a food company.
But that's all we.
Leftovers.
That's all
But it's amazing that for what you do for you and Tom, the deliciousness every night of these pictures. I'm thinking that Tom, you're one lucky man, is what I'm thinking.
I'm very lucky. Yeah, he's an awesome chef and great wife and friend and all that too. But yeah, it's funny because at work people see that too, and they're like, "Well, what do you do, Tom? Like, how does it work at home?" And I'm like, "Well, I just text Z, I'm heading home," and then a beautiful meal is like waiting there,
true.
and they're like, "What? How does that happen?"
Yeah, absolutely
And so
true.
yeah, it was.
It's that plating thing, Dawn. It's when they put it on, when you put it on a plate and you plate it. And it shows, like my sister loves it when she cooks and she brings it to me. She brings me the food, then she sits and watches me because I devour it. And I'll eat the fork and the knife if you put it in my way because I really appreciate the fact that they made the effort of putting it there. It isn't so much, listen, I've been with people who can't cook at all. And I can't say that now because Linda can cook and Sarah can cook. But I was with people before, they couldn't cook an egg. And I've eaten it. With the shells and everything.
Oh my.
And I said, this is the best meal I've ever had. Because it's the appreciation.
Oh, that's really sweet.
But it's
Freddie.
appreciation. I mean, it takes a lot to do stuff like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't appreciate them doing it, they're going to stop.
Let's give out some information. Eileen, how can people find you and Center for Authentic Living?
Center for Authentic Living is at 1200 Northwest 17th Avenue in Delray. And the phone number is 561-265-5738.
And Eileen works with men, women, teens.
Yes. Everybody.
Bring the cat.
Well, not kids, not little kids.
Bring the cat.
I don't deal with little kids.
And Tom, how about Hippocrates?
Yeah, so Hippocrates is in West Palm Beach, and you can just check us out through our website, hippocratesinst.org. We're a nonprofit organization. And you can come down and check us out. Hopefully, we can work something out where you guys come down.
Now, if we do a remote up there, we can bring the public like we did yesterday at iPick, or that's not allowed?
Yeah, we can have
Work
it
something out?
where more people come. Yeah, we can.
Because
work it out.
everybody's going to say, I want to go.
We're going to have to get the bus, though, to get everyone up there. Other than Dylan, who lives up there. We gotta
Dylan
get
can meet
everyone
us
up.
there. Dylan, we got to go on a search and look at the
Hippocrates.
place.
And if somebody wants to get a hold of me, they can get me by email. It's tfisher, Fisher at hippocratesinst.org, and I can help them that way too. And they have questions on things.
And Chef, for all your deliciousness.
Well, they can reach me here.
Here,
I'm always
always.
here.
There's an office right over there.
With Hector.
We just need a kitchen right there.
We're working on it.
Yeah, okay, good.
They brought me a fake oven.
We haven't told her about the cooking segment I'm doing yet.
Yeah, she doesn't know about that.
Cooking with Dawn.
Oh.
It's scary. I'm going to need an apron and everything.
I'll be a sous chef.
Okay, you got it.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
That starting April 3rd in the center, we're going to be doing community acupuncture. And so we're going to have 2 hours, 6 to 8, in in our office, in our center, where people can come and have really a great experience inexpensively with an acupuncture
Starting April
treatment.
3rd. All right, hope to see you all tomorrow. Everyone that we're going to see, we can't wait to see you. Chairman's Club 5:30 up at BB&T Center. Have a great weekend. Happy birthday, Tom.
Thank you.
We'll see you Monday. Same time, same place, and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Hey.
PureWave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with PureWave therapy. Internationally patented, PureWave technology helps eliminate radiation from modern electronic devices which can cause chronic disease. PureWave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. PureWaveNow.com, 561-965-7777. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact PureWaveNow.com for your consultation. Non-invasive technology promotes relaxation, a better quality of life, and more energy. Call PureWave Now at 561-965-7777. PureWaveNow.com.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.